Hello, everybody. It is Friday now. Well, I'm actually recording this Thursday evening. Lighting in here is kind of bad, so I'm sorry about that. But I am actually sitting on my recliner instead of sitting up at my computer desk, so I'm doing this a little bit different today. And Wednesday, Johnny was here. I want to talk a little bit about that. We got together. Johnny, of course, from the Carnivore Champion YouTube channel. So we got together and we did some collaboration. He's gonna have a video out about our day of sprinting, that kind of stuff. So we went to a park that's right around my house, like around the corner, and we did some sprinting. And first five sprints I did were really good. Um, I eased into it. So I don't even know, I call them sprinting. Like did some dynamic warm-ups, dynamic stretching, that kind of thing. Um, then did some more like jogging type of running to kind of get going a little bit, and then increase the intensity a little bit with each sprint. Did five sprints that went really, really well, five sprints. And we decided to do one more sprint, sixth sprint. I was leaning forward probably a bit too much. And I think from looking at the video that maybe I stepped in just a little bit of a divot or something and lost my balance and I fell forward, fell down to the ground. So there's a video that I'll show you here.
All right, Brian, are you ready?
Yeah.
On your mark, get set, go. Good job, good job. Push, 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 go, 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 go.
And so, you can see he fell to the ground. That I guess that's the humor in this whole thing. When I then went to get up, uh, my hamstring, something happened to my hamstring, my right hamstring, and I do believe it's a tear, not just a pulled hamstring. And actually, it's probably a full tear based on what I've read and stuff. I think that there was a little bit of a popping that happened. So I think I have a full tear in my hamstring. Yesterday, well, Wednesday was a bit was a bit of a rough day. I was limping pretty badly with it the rest of the day. We did the live stream Wednesday evening together and all that, and I had been icing it a little bit at that point, so maybe it was feeling a little bit better, but it was still pretty rough. Then Thursday morning, I woke up and it was feeling a lot better. Still obviously painful, limping a little bit, but I'm not limping as badly as I was Wednesday, so it's getting a little bit better already, which is a good thing. I do have a compression brace that I have on my hamstring, and alternating between that and like icing it and stuff like that, just trying to rest, maybe get some elevation with it a little bit too, that kind of thing. And we'll see. Probably have to do this for a couple weeks or so. We'll see. But I have a pair of crutches if I really need them, but I only use them a little bit on Wednesday. Thursday I've not needed to use them at all. I'm walking slowly but fairly normal with just a little bit of a limp at this point. Steps are a little bit harder going up and down steps because the way you use your hamstring, but having that compression brace on it does help keep it a little bit more stable and mobile. Um, so that's good. And of course, you know, the way I look at things, I eat a rather healthy diet, a lot of meat, protein. That is going to help with that repairing of the hamstring, the muscle tendons in there. And I also take Stem Enhance Ultra, and I'm going to up my dosage a little bit there to help with getting more stem cells working to do the repair of the hamstring. And hopefully, all those things are going to help me to recover faster than it would normally take for somebody. So, I mean, it's probably a somewhat of a freak thing, I think, but maybe I pushed myself a little bit too much. But again, I feel like I just kind of lost my balance type thing, and I, I don't know if maybe I kind of pulled the hamstring a little bit, maybe, and then when I went to get up, maybe tore it type of thing. I don't know. That's kind of how that went for me. But anyway, outside of that, before doing the sprints, before that particular one, I really enjoyed it. It felt very energetic and refreshing to do. I really liked it. So I think that's something that once I've healed this up, I'm gonna go back to trying to do some sprinting. My sprinting is probably like a jog for other people. It's not very fast. I'm not a fast person, but that's okay. Uh, and then after that, on Wednesday, we did some steaks on my pellet grill and had a good lunch together, stuff. And then we got to do the live stream in the evening together, which was pretty cool. So I want to thank Johnny, first of all, for coming down to my house and everything, and being able to do this whole thing, the collaboration together and stuff. Getting to meet him in person. We talk a lot through text. We do live streams together, but we didn't get to meet face to face before this, so that was pretty cool that we got to do that. And if it wasn't for Carnivore, the Carnivore community, meeting Johnny, I would have never even have met him, anything. And I consider him to be my friend. So it's a pretty cool thing. So anyway, that's kind of how that went. I eating wise, I've been eating like one meal a day for the most part, for the last few days since I got back from being out of town last week, and mostly beef. I had some eggs today as well here, but uh, yeah, I do that. I do the little bit of yogurt, kefir, cottage cheese to get the good probiotics, the microbes, stuff with the active and live cultures is what you want. That's what I do to really help with the gut. I feel like my gut since I started doing that about a month or two ago, whatever. I feel like my gut is in the best shape that it's ever been in. Like I feel so good that way. It's really an interesting thing. So uh, that is something I continue to do. And it's not like I take a lot of that, yogurt, cottage cheese. Sometimes I might have some sauerkraut or something like that, but it's just a very small amount. We're talking about um, probably one-fifth of a serving or something like that. It's a small amount because you're just trying, you don't look at it as that it's food. It's the live and active cultures that you're getting from it, right? The healthy um, microbes, the probiotics that you're getting for your gut health from it, and it's more of like a dip for your food, your meat. So that's what I do. It's a small amount, but it works great. Um, and before, I mean, I was doing carnivore for over 3 years and never even thought to do this. So this is just something new I've tried. So maybe it's something you might want to consider trying. I don't know. But I'm just telling you kind of my experiences with it. I thought I was doing perfectly fine before, but now that I've done that, it's like supercharged. It's like it's really great. So anyway, that's kind of where things are. I want to put this video out here for Friday. Um, Probably the next couple of days, I'm gonna just rest up a lot. Icing my hamstring and so forth, and then as I go into next week, I'll probably be back to doing things on the computer and so forth. Last thing I was gonna say, yeah, this above me here. Point directly to it. Probably it's hard because of the camera, but um, yeah, ceiling tiles missing here. This is thanks to my cat who gets up from the back unfinished part of the basement and gets up on top of the ceiling and crashes through ceiling tiles. So I got some ceiling tiles missing there. There's a couple of them that actually have holes and stuff. Uh, so sorry about that's in the video, but oh well, that's just the way it is today. And anyway, I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll be back with a video on Monday morning.